Cryptocurrencies are on the rise, but investing experts think they may be at the bottom rather than the top as a result of President Trump easing tensions with China. We'll also discuss why XRP might not have had a great week and why it might have. Hi there, lovely individuals. Peppo Coin Channel. We are going to discuss XRP. As usual, I would like to remind you that the information we discuss in this video is purely educational and should not be interpreted as financial advice. Additionally, you should always conduct your own research before making an investment. I will never advise you to hold, sell, or buy. All I ask is that you smile at me so that I can radiate those positive feelings. Because Sunday likes are free, Smishity hits the like button. Do not claim that I do not spoil you. I'll give you an opportunity to hit the like button. I will simply check my messages. Do. All right, that's sufficient. Well, let's get started. Thus, at this moment, XRP is trading at 2.39. XRP has increased by 1.5%. We saw a 2.5% increase in Ethereum, which is little under 4,000. With a little increase at 109 and a dip at 190, Bitcoin is up 1.75%. There is a little increase in memes with 3% for Doge. Additionally, we have other assets like Mantle and BitSensor that were hammered hard, appeared, and then pulled back, but are now gaining a little more traction today. The SPX is up 8%. Although there is considerable activity on Sunday, we are aware that Sundays might be fake-out days. On numerous occasions, we have witnessed the market go from one direction on Sunday to another by Monday morning. And we are moving closer and closer to the Fed's decision, which is in about a week and a half. Once more, there appears to be a 100% chance that the Fed will lower interest rates. Therefore, it will be fascinating to observe what might have transpired this week. It should have been a big week, don't you think? The initial deadline for the Grayscale XRPTF was supposed to have been October 18th. That didn't occur, though, since the government was closed, isn't it? 19th and 20th of October. These deadlines ought to have been in place, but the government is closed. Therefore, it cannot occur until it does. We can see that all of the deadlines for Solana and Litecoin have passed. The same is true for XRP, I guess. We might have celebrated the XRP ETFs throughout this week, but for the time being, we won't be, and we'll see how long the government shuts down. Forget about it, especially if you don't live in the United States and the government is still closed there. All right. Additionally, that is exerting pressure on investors who are evaluating the current state of affairs and stating, hey, we're still in. It's nearly the lowest fear we can have, isn't it? Fear, but not a lot of fear. Additionally, a lot of individuals are discussing how this market may have peaked. But we'll get to the part where, I suppose you call him an expert, he discusses what he thinks we might see in the cryptocurrency market. President Xi is a wise leader who is willing to negotiate, according to President Trump, who claims he has no intention of destroying China. Does this give you confidence then? Does the market's slight increase on Sunday morning have anything to do with this, or is it more related to Sunday's low liquidity, which saw some buying but little selling? As a result, the markets are rising. That may happen. And we can exploit these circumstances on days like today, You can always utilize leverage if you're interested. Yes, there are risks involved, but if you're interested, our partner BitUnix will give you the chance. You will receive some money for your initial trades and sign-up bonuses if you utilize my link to sign up. Please trade responsibly, but if you're interested, the link is in the description below. Leverage has helped me make a lot of money, but it has also cost me a lot of money. Therefore, please use it with extreme caution. Naturally, on Friday, we witnessed what might occur. We have witnessed exchanges go and solve, as well as being in closed positions, even though, we have seen them close down. Make sure you comprehend the risks and rewards by reading the user agreement. Once more, I will receive a commission when you trade if you utilize my link. I'm grateful for that. Who, then, is this expert? Bollinger, John. You may not be familiar with the name Bollinger if you are new to trading or investing, but if you have been investing for some time, you have undoubtedly heard of Bollinger Bands, right? He created an indication tool that is used by countless numbers of people worldwide. Technically speaking, you may see Bollinger Bands inventors and technical analysts, And after examining the market's current state, he predicts that Ethereum and Solana may see a W bottom in Bollinger Band terms, but not Bitcoin. I believe it will soon be time to pay notice. Correct. And this is really intriguing since, as you can see, he only makes one cryptocurrency call annually and, until yesterday, hadn't made one on Ethereum in 3 years. And he makes a mark with every call. Mark the bottoms of generations. He just informed us that Ethereum and Sol are at their lowest. Imagine this legacy vanishing now. Well, in essence, the Bollinger Bear, Paytoms, and TF looked at this earlier piece where W bottom evolved for Bitcoin, and where John once again got it just right for anyone wondering what a double bottom looks like. It was April 10th. He claims that validation of the classic Bollinger Band W bottoms Bitcoin setup is still pending. Don't forget the fristers. Yes, he is referring to the scammers there. Additionally, keep in mind that I do not use Facebook, Instagram, Telegram, or TikTok. This isn't me if you see me elsewhere other than YouTube. This person is dishonest. Well, don't talk to them. All right, very, very crucial, I guess. He had his indicator in April, and if you go and look at this, you'll notice that it's topped here. Sorry, bottom here, and it's bottom here. He then made a call. W bottom, correct? That's the name he gave it. We are up 20% since he made that remark, right? He adds, I know this is technical analysis, stuff doesn't work. On May 2nd, he then made that statement. So we're looking at the right, and this is a W. The lower ones are 1, 2, 3, and 4. Correct. That's what he's seeing again, I guess. And it's a bit strange to say this, isn't it? Unless you're unfamiliar with the cryptocurrency market. What do I mean by it, and why? He's discussing a scenario in which Solana and Ethereum finally clash, but he's not referring about Bitcoin. People would say things like, hey, but that doesn't make sense for Ethereum to climb. Must be switched from Bitcoin to Ethereum. Bitcoin would need to reach a new all-time high, with significant dominance in order for there to be a rotation. In the hopes that Ethereum will rise and Bitcoin will continue to plummet, no one is selling Bitcoin at 105 to purchase Ethereum. I appreciate you watching, and as I always say, let's make a lot of money. I hope to see you again soon.